all the years that I've wasted trying to find it, all that I go through for my peace of mind. Let it all go out the window, no smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. Early blue morning, when everything's cold, I see you running, all covered in gold. There's nothing else that eases my soul. I let it all go out the window, no smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. When there are others, I do the routine. I dance all alone there, I try to be seen. Then there's
Good morning. Happy February. It is actually February 2nd. I totally missed yesterday because I think I got 3 rows knit of something and then it was just like buried in work. So there wasn't really anything to do, but I have a little time this morning and I have started my leftover city cowl. I don't know why I have to sing everything. I'm just doing the last row of the ribbing. Then I am going to switch, I think, to the larger size needles and start the knitting. I'm using Lichen and Lace in their linen base, and I'm going to use that for the base all the way through because I think it's like a really nice neutral, and that's going to allow kind of like the bright leftover sock yarn to really show up against it. I've been watching some tutorials. I watched Jennifer, I'll try to remember to put her name down here, and she just released her Bitter Creek sweater, which I've bought that pattern. I'm so gonna knit that once I get this done and practiced, because I'm basically going to teach myself how to do continental knitting and color work at the same time. So that's what I am working on today. I have been, on the days I work from home, taking half an hour and on my lunch and doing yoga, and then doing at the end of the yoga like a 6-minute meditation thing. I use the Down Dog app, which is fantastic. There is so much customization you can do in that app. Not sponsored, but a huge, massive fan. You can pick the voice you want, the kind of music you want, how long you want, every kind of yoga you can imagine. Do what they call a boost. So if I want to focus more on twists, or like if you have tight hips, or if you have neck, anything like that, like it's so customizable that there's no way you couldn't find a kind of yoga that you like. I'm doing that on my lunch hour because I find where I'm sitting all day between work, I sit at the desk all day. If I'm writing, I'm sitting at a desk all day. If I'm knitting, I'm sitting on the couch. There's a lot of sitting going on. My go-to workouts is the gym, like lifting weights and yoga. And I'm not going to the gym right now. I'm not going to the gym probably for a little while yet. So I want to start doing some home workouts and get back into my yoga practice, and so that's what I've been doing. I think I have about half an hour before I have to start work. I'm watching the Knitting Traditions, her newest podcast, and I'm going to do a little more work on this. Then I'll check in with you guys later. It's so cold in this house today. I Actually, I don't know if it's a house or if it's just me because I have the heat all turned up. No, that didn't feel like good English. I'm drinking a latte right now. Mostly I'm just hugging it because it's so warm. Good morning. This is the brightest place in the house. We've had a major power outage in our area. Apparently it went out around, I don't know, 3 a.m. or around there. It's not back on. So I can't make my smoothie for breakfast. Worst of all, I have no coffee. I have to go into the office, but all of the traffic lights are out. The power isn't out at the office. It hasn't reached that far, but they said it's supposed to be back on at 8 o'clock. It's not gonna be back on at 8 o'clock. That's my morning. And it's too dark to knit. And I have no coffee.
I wanna go out and face the cold, but it's a really good time for a monologue. Can't let this pass, I find it hard to breathe. Time is up, the bell has rang, and it's really hard to understand that losing you now is the only choice for me. Someday our roads will cross before, and someday our ocean will find its shore. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road. Minutes ago, you were still mine. Feels like I'm drifting too far from the line. When you left, your final word will leave. The following weeks, I'd understand.
Good morning. Actually, it is afternoon. I am starting my lunch break. I'm working from home today. We have another rain and windstorm going on. It is disgusting outside and it just everything feels cold and damp. It's freezing. I'm gonna go get myself a hot drink because it's just like damp and cold. I don't know if you can hear it. The wind outside is absolutely insane. It sounds like a hurricane. The dog's slightly agitated. I don't think she likes the wind. Although, if I asked her if she wanted out, she would be jonesing to go. So the good thing is, it's washing away some of the ice. Our backyard, except for a very small strip along the side of the house, is all ice. So when I take the dog out to do her thing, she's only got like 5 feet width in the length of the house. She's not happy with that because she wants to go play in the backyard because that's where the snow is. You want out, don't you? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go out in this.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to rules. It wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall.
Hi everybody. I am just popping in here for a minute because I'm starting a new leftover city cowl because I am obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do it exactly like she does it. Different colors, obviously, but I'm going to take one color and then run it into the next. And I am going to do kind of a sort of a solid and then more of a speckled or a bright yarn, solid, speckled, bright, kind of like that idea. And after I was looking at this, I think I said on the podcast that I had done mine with more color changes than she did, but I don't think I did. I think I did mine the same length that she has it now that I'm looking at it and realizing she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which I think is what I had too. What I'm doing is I'm starting off again with the linen just because I want to use it up, and I'm going to start and finish, I think, with the linen. I'm not sure if I'll finish with it yet. We'll wait and see. But I'm going to start. But what I'm doing is she has you do the 1x1 rib. But if you saw the last podcast, my 1x1 rib is always kind of sloppy. And I don't really like the look of it that much. I'm doing a 1x1 twisted rib, which I find looks way better for me. Some people can do a really neat 1x1 rib. I'm not one of those people. Anyway, I've started doing this. I think I have a couple of more rows to go before we get into where I'll switch. I'm doing this part here in English style, and then because I wasn't quite sure how to do the twisted rib continental, but then I realized what you would really be doing, because when you're doing continental, you're just grabbing from front doohickey. So you're kind of doing from the front. But if you're doing twisted rib, you're just grabbing the back leg, not the front leg. Is that what we call them? Legs? Really, technical terms are not my strong suit. Doohickey, thingamajig, all over it. But because I started doing this in English, I'm going to finish it in English. But when I get to the bottom one, I'm going to do the 1x1 ribbing and do it continental. I'm curious to see what the difference will be. So that's what I'm working on. So first off, I don't have all of the colors picked out, but my plan was, I don't know if this will work. So I'm going to start with, my hands aren't big enough. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to start with the green and then go into this and then go into the gold and then go into this and then go into the gray and then go into this. And then I think I still have, so we've got 6, 7, so I need either one more color or 2 more colors. So I'm going to go solid. No, sorry. This will be the linen that I used in the first one. Then solid, speckle, solid, speckle, solid, speckle, solid. And then that would be the linen again if I use it. And if not, then that will be like a speckle. And some of my speckles are not really so much speckled as they are just like really colorful. So I still need to pick out a couple more. I was trying to talk myself into not casting one on until I finished my sweater, but I'm not making myself because I really want that sweater done. I'm going to do a little bit on the sweater and then I'll switch over to that. Or if I only have a few minutes, it's quicker to do a round in that than it is, and I can kind of set that down than when I'm doing my sweater. So, but I'm still planning on having the sweater done by the next full podcast. So we'll see how that goes. You're going to find this really hard to believe, but we're having another storm. This one, if you can hear me over it, is a super crazy wind and rainstorm. So I took today off to make it an extra long weekend because Monday is Heritage Day here in Nova Scotia. So I've taken the Friday off, so I have a 4-day weekend. So I'm planning on getting a lot of knitting done. And if the power goes out, that's probably all I'll have to do. Come back over here. Hershey's Kiss, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, over on Instagram asked me how I managed to fit in writing, knitting, and working to be able to do all of those things. So I thought I would just show you. The answer is I have a very regimented schedule. And if I did not have a regimented schedule, I would not get anything done. So I will show you what my schedule looks like and how I make it out. And that is pretty much how I get things done. And it works for me because I'm just like your typical Capricorn. I love a schedule. I love a list. I love organizing things. So I organize my time with a list, schedule it in, and get it done. That's pretty much my MO. So I'll show you what that looks like. And after that, I think what I'm going to do is cap the vlog for February off today, because I need time to get it edited and uploaded, because I'm not going to be here next weekend, provided the weather doesn't crap out again. And so I want time to, excuse me, get it uploaded and get it done. And look, I straightened my hair the other day because it was just I was curious to see how long it was getting. It's hard to tell when it's curly. So it is getting longer. And then I straightened it and realized I really do like it straight. So anyway, I am going to let you guys go. I hope you are having a wonderful February. I hope you were not getting crappy weather like we are here in Nova Scotia every week. And I will see you for the next full episode, which will be 113 on, I think it's the first week in March. That'll be out. So I will see you guys soon, and until then, happy knitting. Bye.
I was old, I was young, I was sitting in the sun, I was tired of the run, I was done. Life was great, life was hard, in a way an awful card. You can't win the losing hand. But the rain stopped falling and the line on the floor was crossed, and the pain I'd been feeling washed away to return another day. I was cold, I was bold, I had fragmented my soul into pieces contradicting themselves. Perhaps it is, as it is, how the world is the mess, means that every heart and soul needs to be whole. And the road signs keep changing as the road stretches out ahead. And the mood keeps on changing. All I wanna do is lie down in bed. How are you? Are you blue? I can sense a sadness in you. Don't you worry, every storm passes on.